What's up, guys? We are here at Vine Street Brewing here in Kansas City, Missouri with Elliott Ivory, a good friend of mine actually, fraternity brother. Elliott, tell us a little bit about Vine Street Brewing.
Yeah, so Vine Street Brewing is Missouri's and Kansas City's first black-owned brewery, right down here in the historic 18th and Vine area. So we're all located off the 20th and Vine Street. Really significant. We're trying to bring back that rich history of beer, music, all in this, located here in the brewery. So.
And when he says he's bringing it back, they're in the old water department building. This place is absolutely beautiful. We'll show you guys around.
Up here is our street level tap room. So right when you walk in, you walk into an area where you can see 75 people upstairs. We've got merch for sale, and then we've got 12 taps of eight of them are our homebrewed beer, or I say homebrewed, but brewed right here down at 18th and Vine, right? And then two of them, we have non-beer options, that's ciders that we buy from local cidery, Cinder Block, another brewing company, and then other companies that we like to just showcase.
Now, do you guys work with all local businesses?
We don't do all local businesses, but we like to work with mostly black-owned first, and then we go local. It's kind of our hierarchy, how we like to work through everything. So.
Got it. Okay. You probably can't keep everything extremely local, I guess, because there's some things you probably can't get here. Is that right?
There's some of that, yeah. So we'll walk through that process, but some of our ingredients and things like that, some of the things it's just not feasible to get here locally, whether it's in Missouri, Kansas, or even like Nebraska, Iowa. But we're going to start sourcing some local hops and things like that from Kansas Hop Co. to try to integrate that more local feel into some of our beer.
Very nice. Let's go check the process out. Brewing process is a pretty cool process, Elliott. It's something that I've always been kind of interested in. So will you explain to us exactly how all this works and what this setup is?
Yeah, for sure. So we've got our 3-vessel system. So we start with our hot liquor tank. So it all kind of starts here. We heat up our water. We heat up our filtered water, and then we add some acid additions to kind of get the water ready for brewing. After that, we transfer that water into what is called our mash tun, and so that's where the water and the grain get combined together to essentially make wort. It's like a sugar tea water, if you want to just keep it like that. So after it goes in the mash tun, we let it rest in there for 60 minutes. After we're done with the rest, we transfer that liquid. So we leave the grain malt behind, we transfer it, and we go into the boil kettle. So when we go into the boil kettle, that's when you start to get all the hops, that's when you start the hop additions, that's when you start to get all the flavor for the beer. And so we add hops at a certain schedule throughout the boil to extract different bitterness and flavor from that ingredient. After we're done with that, we then put it through our heat exchanger, which is glycol and water cooled, and we transfer it through a transfer line, which is this red pipe. Then we go into fermentation. We haven't created any alcohol yet, not until we go into these fermenters here. After we're in there, that's when we call it pitching the yeast. Essentially, we use dry yeast here.
Pitching the yeast, all right.
Yeah, so we're adding the yeast into here, and that's when the alcohol actually starts to get created. The yeast eats the sugar water, and the byproduct is alcohol. So that's how you get.
How long does the whole process take then?
So from start to finish, we usually are around 3 weeks for our brewing process for normal style ales. And then our lagers will take up a little longer than that. We're probably up to a month and a half for our lagers.
Okay. Now, can I put my mouth under this nozzle and open it up and drink it?
This guy is empty right here. So now you're not going to get anything out of that. But we do sample, we do have these nozzles here. We do sample throughout the beer process. We sample throughout the fermentation, make sure the flavor tastes right. We're also taking constant readings to make sure we're creating alcohol and that it's fermenting healthy throughout that process.
What's your most popular product, and what is your personal favorite?
Our probably most popular in-house, I'll start with this. Our most popular beer is Jasmine. That's our beer that we have out in the market, out in distro. It's our distribution beer, and we only offer it here on our side pull in-house.
Okay.
So just a different expression on our beer that most people are really familiar with who have been following our journey.
And what type of beer is that?
And that is a black lager.
Well, I've had a few of those. They are very good.
And so in-house, our most popular beer is our Life of the Party. It's a fruited sour. So this is a sour series that we kind of created inside the brew house, where every time we rebrew it, we add a different fruit flavoring to it. So right now, actually, when we were downstairs, Woodie was brewing up some sour beer down there. Okay. We're gonna add, so we got a fun flavor coming up for everyone.
Can't wait. Let's try one out. Elliot, what are we drinking here?
So right now you're drinking E71, which is personally my personal favorite right now on tap. It's our cream ale. It's just easygoing, kind of like lagerish, but it's still an ale, fruity, a little sweet, but crisp and refreshing.
Okay, what do you have?
And then this right here is Steel Fountain. So this is a collaboration beer we did with local artist Warren Harvey.
Okay.
It is a hoppy amber wheat, and so it gets a big notes of like aroma of fruit, banana, caramelized bananas on it. So it's a fun beer.
Appreciate you. The only reason I came at 10 a.m. to drink beer, guys. Yeah, that's really good. Guys, this is a beautiful place. I highly recommend coming down here. Support your local business. Support Elliott. Lambda Chi brother here. Elliott, thank you.
Hey, thank you.